Cragg to find out more. Hello to you, Gulliver. The defense minister's comments came at this major media event marking 2 years since Russia invaded. What more can you tell us about it?
Well, Rustem Umerov was echoing the words of other Ukrainian leaders recently and really trying to stress how much these delays in the supplies of Western ammunition to Ukraine is costing the country in terms of lives and also territory. But the aim today of this huge media marathon, I think, is not to keep complaining about the West, but rather for the Ukrainian side to put across everything that it's doing, taking advantage of the media attention because it's the 2-year anniversary, to talk up the fact that they are really developing their own arms industry. This morning, some impressive figures were announced. 90% of drones used in Ukraine are now of Ukrainian production. They think that they're going to be able to produce 1 million drones this year. They're not able so much to produce, for example, the ammunition needed for Patriot anti-aircraft systems, sophisticated US-made systems. So there are still lots of things that they need from the West, but they're trying to stress that they're doing everything they can to develop their own arms industry, and also that the way they're developing technology can be useful to countries elsewhere around the world. Ukraine is, of course, the only country to have used a lot of modern Western military technologies in an actual real armed combat situation, and that means they show how they work, they show how they can be used. Maritime drones also are something that the Ukrainians have completely basically invented themselves and taken out ships in the Black Sea, really doing major damage to the Russian Black Sea fleet. They're trying to talk all of that up and also put forward what they're trying to do on the diplomatic front in terms of this peace formula that Volodymyr Zelensky announced. Volodymyr Zelensky is the headline act, if you like, in this media extravaganza. He's going to be giving a press conference later on this evening where we hope he's going to be answering journalists' questions in large quantities. For the moment, it's more been a parade of ministers, each sort of making their little speech and trying to accentuate the positive as much as they can.
And what update can you give us from the ongoing fighting, what's happening on the front lines in the east and the south of Ukraine?
Well, the news from the front lines is not catastrophic, but it's certainly not good. The Ukrainians are on the defensive and they're short of ammo and they're also short of people. And it looks as though what was feared explicitly by the 3rd Assault Brigade, who's fighting in that area, the Russians have moved west of Avdiivka and taken the village of Lastochkine. That at least is confirmed by several Ukrainian sources and also Russian sources, of course, although for the moment the Ukrainian General Staff have not confirmed it. They've just said fighting is still going on in that area. So that's in the east. In the south, the Russians are trying to retake the village of Robotine in Zaporizhia region, which was one of the most important strategic gains for the Ukrainians among the very modest gains that they made during their counteroffensive last year. It's a village situated on a hill. The Russians are saying that they took it and publishing photos that show Russian forces in the village, but the 24th Ukrainian Brigade that's fighting in that area say, yes, it's true they were there, but we killed them all and retook control of the village. So for now, it's still Ukrainian held, but clearly very much under pressure.